Okay, we're now on section number 4 on how to modify the template. Now, as we said earlier, you do not have to make any other changes. The website just as it is just great, and you are a blogger. But if you want to modify the existing template, you can do that, and that can be kind of fun. So first of all, here's what our template looks like. Now, we might want to make it a little bit more dramatic. This is very, very easy to do. You go into your website under Appearance, and then you go to Background, and then after you click on that, these different pictures come up, and you can click then select a color, and then you just move this little circle wherever you want. Click Save Changes, and ta-da! We now have a black background, and you can literally pick absolutely any color you want as you move this slider. And this little slider, it changes in the box, and so I could have made it like a pretty green or a blue, whatever. You can change the background color. Now, if you want to change this image in there, you go again back into your dashboard, into Appearance, and then you click the Custom Header box. Now you have a couple of options here. They already have some optional pictures for you, and if you pick one of them, you just click on that, and then maybe you want to go back into the background. For example, this one here, it's kind of a pretty fern and it's got this blue. Maybe I want the background of the site to match it. You can go back in your background color, pick a new one there, and you see you have a totally different look to the site. Now, these are fine and they're very pretty. However, um, they didn't really do anything for me for actually what we're wanting to do for the church, because though they're kind of nice and generic, and they're perfectly okay, people do stuff like this all the time, I wanted to have my own website header. And all you have to do that is upload a JPEG image of it. Now, in another video that is on my website, I show you how to create a website header in Microsoft Publisher. It's extremely easy to do. You just, here we have the measurements. It was 940 to 198. You just need that in pixels. You need to write that down. Then all I did is I went into Microsoft Publisher. I did a custom page that size. I brought in an image from Morgfile that was free, and then I just, using the word art, I did Life in 3D, which is the actual name of the class, put that in there, save this as a JPEG. If you haven't seen this video, again, it's on the website, and then I just had that JPEG image, and then see right here where you can upload your own image. I went into my website, uploaded it, and boom, there it is. That's all there is to that. Now, just in summary, and I'm going to actually now go out of this video, and I'm going to actually go onto the web page and show you how I did these things so you can actually see this in practice. But just in summary, here we have the basic template that we started out with, and then here we have our modified one. And you can see, just from a very basic thing, which is great, it's fine, it'll work, but we now have a site that is customized for the ministry. So let me now show you how I did that. Okay, now I'm going to actually show you how to change the header and the background, what I just talked about previously. We go into our dashboard, and then we scroll down to Appearance, and to change the background, see, we just click here, Background. And you see our background right now is kind of this just sort of blah color. Now, if we want to change it, you click here where it says select a color. And if I wanted to make it black, all I do is I just move that little dot down there to black, save changes, and you can either click here to visit your site or on the title. And ta-da, we have the dark background. Now this one looks a little bit more blue-black than a solid black, but you get the idea. So now let me go back to the dashboard. And if I wanted to change the picture, and you can go back and forth, you could, change the color, do whatever you want to. Now, if I want to change the header, click header. Now say I want to put in one of these pretty pictures, the one that I showed you earlier, this pretty fern one. I can click that, and I can say save changes. Now notice the pretty blue in there. I'm going to want to change the background, something like that. I could, really, do any of these, but I'm going to save the changes. Now I'll just show you what it looks like on the site, and you could have something like this where you have the dark background and that new picture, or let me just show you what then now to go in again to background and select a color, and this you kind of have to remember what color it was. You can first move this slider and then, oh, let's see, that color, that looks like that might kind of be the color that it was. Save changes, and then back here, ta-da, and you have a completely different look. And I did this a lot at night when my husband and I are watching television. It's one of our sort of downtimes, and I'm sitting there playing with the laptop and trying different things and stuff like that, so you can do that. Now, this is fine, and that's great, but if you want it really personalized, say to specifically to something for your church, you don't want just a generic one, see here you can upload your custom image. Now, what you would just do here is you would go into your computer, and here I have all sorts of things for the church website that I'm working on. Here is an image that I created in Microsoft Publisher, and like I said, I do have the video on how to do that on the website. I just click on that, open, upload, and it will take just a minute. Now I did it for the exact size, so I don't have to do any cropping, but I'm just going to crop and publish it. And that's what's on the site. Now I'd like to change the background to go along with that. And I actually recorded, you can either go into this, or if you know what's called the hex number, I actually, from just playing around with it before, I had one that worked out really well, so I wrote down the number, and I'm going to save that. And now let's look at the site. And you see now it's personalized for the church. Life in 3D, which is the name of our class, Discover, Develop, Deploy, Living Life as God Intended. And so you see I've gone from a very generic looking website to one that is very personalized just in a few clicks. Now,